Good afternoon, and welcome to another afternoon coffee with cream. Oh my goodness, we're so happy that you have to join us again for another afternoon coffee with cream. And you know what? We are super excited to have attorney Christy Scott in the studio with us today. Yes, yes, yes. And she is going to talk about the importance. Yes, yes, I can't wait to find out what she has to say. But first of all, I want you guys to take a moment and invite your friends, your colleagues, everybody you know, because we all should have a morning routine, okay? And Attorney Scott is going to talk of having that. We're going to take a 30-second break and we will be right back with Attorney Christy Scott. All right? You guys go ahead, get those fingers ready. Invite your friends, invite your family, and tell them afternoon coffee with cream is on right now. Yes, and just like that, we are back for another afternoon coffee with cream. And today's broadcast is sponsored by Lanice 90-Day Challenge. It is actually a private Facebook group here on Facebook. If you need an accountability partner to help you to reach your 90-day dream, go ahead and go over to Lanice 90-Day Challenge, and will help you to reach your goals in 90 days or less. Hey, you guys, I have to tell you about Attorney Christy Scott. Attorney Scott is the founder and managing attorney at Light Path Law and practice in church law, business law, labor and employment law, and civil and business litigation. Rising Star by Thompson Reuters Super Lawyer magazine since 2019. She was recognized as a leader in the law by Florida Association for Women's Lawyers in 2017. This year, she was interviewed and quoted in articles by the Tampa Bay Times and LegalZoom. She has also appeared in ABC 7 local news and has lectured and spoken on panels at Florida Gulf Coast University, where she is an adjunct business law professor. She is also an active member at Fort Myers alumna chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a public service organization. She's a mom, she's a daughter, she is a Christian, she is an attorney, she's all that. And she's going to talk to us today the importance of having a morning routine. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome attorney Chris. Hi, Attorney Scott. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for finding time in your busy schedule to be with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we're going to just hop right in. If you can tell us quickly, why is it that you decided to be an attorney?
I worked previously primarily in the investment field. and we're in mutual funds and that sort of thing. And after working with someone that was a licensed attorney, even though he wasn't practicing, I just felt really motivated that it would give me more opportunities and more ways to help people. And so I decided to go to law school, not knowing whether I would practice law or not, but just knowing that it would give me more opportunities. And I ended up falling in love with litigation. And so here I am many years later practicing law, and just having a really great time. One of the best decisions I ever made.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I know Fort Myers area in the state of Florida, they are excited to have you because you're actually so thank you so much for walking out that dream. So let's just hop right on into it. Attorney Scott, do you have a morning routine?
Absolutely. Having a morning routine is essential.
So let us know why is it so important? The title for today's broadcast is First Things First. So first thing in the morning, why is it important to have a morning routine?
It is so important because it's the way that you're starting your day. So I think that whenever you start your day a certain way, you can really direct the direction of your day if you start with the morning routine. So it's super important that you determine how your day is going to go, not your circumstances. Because whenever you are having any given day, things are going to happen. Like people are going to call you might unexpectedly, you might get some news that's unexpected. And if you don't set the direction of your day, other people are going to control it. So it's just a way of starting your day off on the right foot.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So my morning routine consists of a couple of things. Like I think I got consistent with having a morning routine. I thought that I got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was going to be all of these things that I knew that I could not do. Believe me, I tried it, but I could not do. So, do you agree that you need to come up with something that works for you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have really two versions of my morning routine. And even like that changes, on a regular basis, depending on what I have going on. And so I think that it's important that people choose a morning routine that they can stick to and something that works for them. And even it's like me, it's completely okay to have more than one morning routine based on how much time you have in the morning. But just make sure that you choose something that works for you.
So, does your morning routine, does it include like prayer, gratitude? What do you feel is important to include in your morning routine, whether you have a fast version or an extended version?
So I think that it is important for you to think about what matters most in your life. And so I think a lot of us would say the relationship with God is important. Gratitude is important. And so you have to think about those things that are most important to you and make sure that you implement that into your morning routine. So for me, that it starts with prayer. Like the first thing that I do every morning is I have a quiet place that I can go to pray, and I do it before my family wakes up. So that way you don't have to worry about any interruptions. So I pray, and then reading the Bible is important and journaling is important. So those are the next two things that I do. And those are like my essentials. I do that every single day. I hesitate to say every single day. I do it like 99.9% of the time. Is I start with prayer and then reading the Bible, just reading one scripture, and then journaling. So those are things that I try to do every day, no matter what. And then I have other things that are important to me. Like I have journals for my children, and I like to write to them literally just like a little paragraph every day. And so I have one for each child. So I just do those little like journaling routines. And then I have some my kind of extended version is that I also do something that's called priming. A lot of people, specifically people that follow Tony Robbins, are familiar with priming, but it's like a little bit of exercise, a little bit of prayer, meditation, gratitude, all in one routine. So I do that. And then I like to get myself in peak state by just dancing and having a good time, getting more exercise. So those are the things that are important to me. But even in my priming, I also like visualize what I want my day to be like. So again, I said that you have to set the tone for what your day is going to be like. So I even take a few minutes, to not only think about some things that I'm grateful for, but also to literally visualize, what do I want my day to look like? What do I want to accomplish, in the coming days? And I often, when I'm exercising, like say positive things, and just kind of set the tone for what I want in my
life. I know you said that you do journaling, and I think it's so amazing that you actually have a journal for your children as well. That is just awesome. But do you think that your life has come to the point where it is right now, like starting your own law firm, and that being successful? Do you think that you're setting a morning routine had anything to do with that?
Absolutely. I think that, there's so many negative forces in the world, like, the news, or even like negative people, and just so many negative things that you hear about, or even on Facebook. But whenever you do a morning routine and you kind of like pour into yourself, and like, even whenever I'm dancing in the morning, I'm saying positive things to myself, like, there's nothing too hard for me. I can do anything that, through Christ who strengthens me. Greater is he that's in me. Like, just spending that time, like pouring into yourself is so important, because then whenever some type of obstacle comes at you, you remember you've spoken it, you know who you are. And I think that those obstacles they don't have as big of an impact, because you literally are in the habit of like speaking those positive things, and really like just knowing who you are. So I absolutely had an impact on like just where my life has gone and things of that sort.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you. I think that how you start your day determines your day. And only you can wake up in the morning and push yourself to doing it. Only you can do that. You can determine the direction that your life is going to go just by what you're saying and what you're doing on a consistent basis. And I think a morning routine absolutely heads you in that right direction. Yes, I really do believe that. So, Attorney Scott, I know you have your law firm. If somebody I know you do public speaking as well. You are just into a lot of things. So if someone wanted to contact, or how would they get in touch with you?
Yes. So the easiest way to contact me is to go to my website. My website is lightpathlaw.com. And whenever you go to my website, it has a contact us button, and it has all of our contact information. You can even fill out like a little contact form, and that is sent to my office, and we'll get in contact with you. And so it's easy to reach out to me that way. And one thing I thought about whenever you were speaking is that, sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, okay? Or sometimes it's hard to, you say, okay, well, I'm going to do this morning routine. And one thing that I found that works, it seems so silly, but, whenever the alarm goes off, and you might be tempted to snooze that alarm or something like that. But what I will do is I just jump up immediately, and then I pat myself on the back just for getting out of bed. And so it seems so funny, but sometimes whenever I accomplish a goal, no matter how small, I might, get something done on my to-do list that's been, it's kind of been something I've been putting on the back burner, and I'll just pat myself on the back. It makes you feel so good. So don't be afraid to use like little things to reward yourself.
Yeah, that is so true because you could go a whole week and get out of bed no problem. And then it's that one day when you're like, oh no, not today, not today. So if you just jump up and pat yourself on the back,
It really works.
it really does work. Wow. Thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else you want to share? I'll give you a moment to think about anything else you want to share. That was really great. Jump up out of bed, pat yourself on the back, and just do it. Yeah.
That's really all that I can really think about. I would just really encourage any of your viewers to certainly put together a morning routine. You'll see that your life will change, and try to make it something that you just enjoy, kind of like self-care. Like, whenever I journal, I really like enjoy that. And then even like, for me, like I like to dance and that sort of thing. So if I'm dancing and exercising in the morning, that's something that I really enjoy, something I can really, look forward to. And like saying my mantras, kind of just like saying positive things, make it something that you're really going to enjoy, and you'll see a big difference in your life.
So I always have 3 questions that I ask every guest. And the first one is, what is your favorite color? I think I know it.
My favorite color is red. I think that has something to do with my sorority. I have red everything. So Delta Sigma Theta, our colors are crimson and cream. And so I love red and any relative of red.
And see, I wore red for you today. Yes, yes. The second question I always ask is, what is your favorite song, or the song that you sing in the shower or in your car and you just know all you need is a ballroom gown and you can be at the Grammys? What is that song?
So right now I'm loving this song called "The Blessing."
Mm-hmm.
And it is it was originally by like some of the singers at Elevation Church. And the song "The Blessing," like the lyrics are so powerful. The lyrics come straight from the Bible, but it's just a way to like speak positivity over yourself, over your family, over your children's children. And it's just such a positive and uplifting song that's like my favorite song right now.
Awesome, awesome. And the final question is, years and years and years and years and years and years from now, when you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear the good Lord say?
I want to hear him say, well done, good and faithful servant. But not only that, I just want him to say, that you did the best that you could possibly do with the gifts that I gave you. The talents that I gave you, you did not waste them. You used them in order to save souls. You used them in order to, build a legacy for your family, and that you did not waste not one gift. And that's what I want God to say to me.
Yes, yes, well done. And it is well done today. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to reach out to Attorney Christy Scott, going to be to go directly to her website, lightpathlaw.com, and use that contact us. Thank you so much, Attorney Scott, for joining us. I pray God's blessings over everything that you touch and do. And it is so. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. Wow. Another afternoon coffee with cream. All right, you guys, that's it. If you are trying to figure out how to get out of bed instead of hitting that snooze, then jump out of bed when that alarm goes off, pat yourself on the back, and just do it. Morning routine. And she also said to make sure it's something that you enjoy. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. We don't take it for granted that you chose to spend a short bit of your afternoon with us. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for another. To have Carol McNeil on, and she's going to talk to you about how to live like a millionaire without spending $1 million. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about that. I'll see you guys back here again at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Be blessed. Bye.